Since we do get bonuses for hooking up individual cities, I guess ultimately we are going to want to hook up, like, all the things. So, well, let's get the speed going again. Paris is in a good position to be a nice hub. Well, that's a little derpy there. There we go. We'll connect in like this. Put a station there. Put Paris to Dijon. Small enough, it may have not needed its own train, actually. Ooh, growing prosperity. So, what's going to happen is all our stock prices are going to go up a bit. So, I don't think I'm going to muck around with things now. This is going to tick up. I think it's time to buy back my astounding stuff. Did I not sell these guys short before? I might be wrong. It's fine. I'm not going to mess with it too much. Basically, all share prices are going to go up during prosperity. We'll make more money from all our loads. It's good. Actually, if anything, I might want to try to catch the top, sell a few shares, make some money in my back pocket, and then wait for the share prices to drop some more. Okay, we'll get back to you on that. So, let's leave. Oh, we're gonna dodge these hills here. That's very important. I'm trying to place a line, but I heard the. Is there a house in my way? Alright, that's being weird. Who dat? Battle Hunter! As a story, first time I went on a steam train, they had to wait in the platform for another train, so making steam standing still. When we took off, wheel spin. Grandfather's pushed out the seat. Really? There's that much, like, torque from a train? That you actually got, like, knocked off your seat when you go? That's crazy! A steam train at that. Okay, Marseille, so... No, we'd have to go coastal here. Oh, no matter what, it's going to be like a brutal hill. Alright. Fair enough. Nim? Nime? Nim, I guess. Ah! We've connected 10 cities. We got a choice. Ooh! No bonus. No, no. $1 million to my personal bank account. Thank you. My company's going to be just fine. I don't have a station in Lyon. A nice big one here. I don't know if it actually needs that. So, let's use a Duke. Duke says. Connect those 3 cities together at the bottom. And then we're going to use, so from Lyon to Paris directly. Bam. Heavy on the passengers. Good. What do we have here? Oh, we do have a rice farm here. That's right, huh? But no sink for it until you get over there. Well, we could potentially build our own brewery over here. That would be an interesting idea. Although we do have that big reward for passenger transit. So our priority might just be to continue connecting as many cities as possible. The more cities we connect, the more passenger traffic there will be. Plus, obviously, we keep getting bonuses if we connect cities. Yeah, water and sand down here. Thank you. Water, water, and a maintenance bay. Fast forward. Maintenance, maintenance, water, water. And that'll have maintenance over there. Okay. Alright, let's wait till the end of the year and see what our status is. The pen off debt. Wow. We can get 8% bonds. Still only 8%? That's pretty bad. We have no debt right now, which is very nice. When I can get bonds out for 5%, I'm usually very happy to do it. Memo. 60 loads were hauled. Try harder next year. Well, we will try to connect some more stuff up. Quill Train's stock is split 2 for 1. Very good. Should get us even more of a raise. We even got a bonus. Making $40,000 a year, a bonus of $5. Very good. We're mostly making money, so we're split between express and freight. And we're making almost $250,000 just from our hotels and stuff over here, which is pretty good. 4 years in. And yeah, I have $1 million in cash. Now, I'm still going to want to spend that cash right now. Actually, I might just want to let it sit and wait until we're no longer in a prosperity. Because then the share prices will drop. Heck, I might want to sell a little bit here. I don't know if I'll ever sell shares in my own company. I think what'll happen mostly is I will save up the cash until we drop into a recession. Then I'll buy a lot of shares with the hope that I'm going to increase dividends later on. Because buying now might be a little crazy. Because the economy is going to die at some point. I don't know. It might be nuts, but we're going to try. Let me go ahead and connect up to Monte Carlo over here. And Genova. Genova? Oh, this is Genoa, right. Alright, we can cut through there and not get too hilly. It's gonna be like overlappy. But that's okay. Monte Carlo, can you make do with the medium? Now let me get the big one. There's a lot of little stuff to grab. Oh, a little cash pour. Alright. Medical Major. Just subscribed. I feel like I need to pay you for all the content I've enjoyed over the years. One can't have enough whiskey. That is true. Well, actually, that's not true. There's such a thing as enough or even too much whiskey. But I haven't quite found that limit yet, so we're just going to pretend that there's no such thing. Thank you very much for that. Duke. Actually, I'm going to go with the Vittoria over here since it does work better in a slope. We'll go ahead and set up that line there. And boom. Alright, again, more interconnections. Worst snowstorm in 20 years. Railroad slowed to a crawl. Expert predict 2 months to dig out. That's not good. Slow trains are bad. That's going to hurt my passenger traffic quite a bit, too. Alright, well, that's fine. Luckily, our loads are worth a fair amount right now. Boom times ahead. What, things keep just getting better and better? Alright, that's fine. There'll be a market crash at some point. More hotels, probably. Well, I keep using the additional unique component mod in future Civ LPs. I'm not sure. I mean, there's something to be said about playing vanilla, and more people can adapt to it and, like, relate. But the additional components is really interesting. So I think I actually will continue to use the mod. They seem relatively balanced. I mean, there's probably some horribly broken stuff in there somewhere. Because there's always something that's OP or underpowered, but I don't know. Seems fun. Alright, bit of a slope there, but and yeah, massive amounts of overlap between these cities, but that's okay. Oh, interrupted my placement. Can I get it so it's not quite so hilly? It's not quite as hilly. 15! Another $1 million for me. Thank you very much. Actually, again, we've got some slopes here, so let's go and set up a nice little local train to do these 3 cities. Turin, Genova, and Milan. And then we're going to go down to Rome. Maybe the Pope wants to ride a train. I mean, he's got his fancy car. Let's try to avoid the worst of those hills. There we go. Wow, this is rough. Well, let's figure out the rest of those cities later. Nope, no cash. Alright. I'm just going to save up a bit more because I'm going to use that Italian one. Italian trains in Italian places. We'll have one that goes directly from Genoa to Rome. And then I'll make another one for Florence. Florence to Rome, I suppose. Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to navigate from here. Oh, maybe I'll go through here. We'll cut through the hill. Those are some really hilly stuff. Maybe I'll ignore Italy for a little while until maybe we've got better trains. Because these are a bit rough. We do have Venice we could connect to. That wouldn't be so terrible. I mean, it's only 1-star city. It's, oh, 99 loads. Right, we're getting very close. It's a 1-star city. But it should grow, especially if it gets the love. It's pretty scattered, so we've got to go and spend on the big station again. But we're sort of future-proofing. How are we doing? Another increase in my salary. Excellent. And a decent number of passengers here. Okay, so the other thing is, at this point, I can go and look at this station and see, like, how much passengers travel are we talking about here? 14 units coming to Paris from Russia. Going to Rome. Tell you what, let's get a train. Let's get an express from Paris to Rome. Express stuff with a dining car. Boom. Oops. Wait until we've got money again. Paris, Rome, express, dining car, go, go. Dining car only handles the passenger traffic, not the mail traffic, but still. So, I think if we're going to do anything from now on, we're going to go east out of Berlin. Poznan, if I recall correctly, had some interesting industry for us, like the lumber mill. Warsaw's huge. There's actually some nice farmland over here, too. Freaky Man says, trains! I want to be a freaky train. Thank you very much. Do I plan on playing, streaming, recording any Path of Exile Awakening next week? Yeah, maybe. I like Path of Exile a lot. I really enjoyed the Awakening beta. I stopped playing at a certain point because because I knew the beta, like, my character would get wiped, but I really, really enjoyed it. So I've been very much looking forward to release the game. Next week there probably won't be much streaming at all because I'm going to be away. I'm going to be in California, then Toronto, then California again. So there's going to be limited amounts of content for the next week or so. All right, we have 1.1 million. Let's get out of Berlin. Guess we'll loop around that way. There's a bit of a grade. Let's go straight through to Warsaw, and we will want to connect Krakow over here. Say that way. Big station. Big state. Oh! 20 cities. I'm going to take the personal bank account bonus. My company's doing just fine. Oh, investment bankers from Moscow approach you in a secret deal. They want you to haul 250 loads of oil from the oil fields in northern Russia to other European countries. If you agree, immediately give my company 1.5 million. Plus, they offer to either help knock out any AI company on the map, lower the stock prices, impose bank fees, or increase overhead costs for 2 years, or slip 3 million to your bank account. We're nowhere near northern Russia. 250 loads of oil is hard. But, doesn't sound like there's a penalty or a time limit. Tell me what, I'll take the 3 million. Oh, I have 3 years. Well, you didn't tell me that when I agreed to the deal. Are you all already connected? You are. Okay, let's pause. Shit. See, when a game doesn't tell you all the information, that's bad. Crap. It's going to be one directly Warsaw to Berlin. Then there's going to be Krakow to Warsaw. And we're going to go Berlin to Poznan. Yay! All farm and mine production increased 25% for 2 years. Cool. And we'll go Poznan to Warsaw as well. And we're going to put a... Hey! Donation, thank you very much. 1 second, I'll get right there, I promise. Just wait! Wait. You know, actually, these will all be pretty good. I mean, ultimately, I might want these everywhere. Certainly in Berlin needs the full set. Did I accidentally bulldoze a house there? I think I did. That's not good. And Amsterdam needs... Amsterdam's got... What is that? Restaurants. It doesn't have a post office. Let's get one of those in there. Brussels should get the full love as well, because it's Brussels. Okay. Now we got to figure out how to get to Russia. What is that? Some Andy guy. Since I can't make the Southern California fan meet, have a few drinks on me, come back to the San Francisco Bay Area. Well, that's actually my second trip to California. I don't believe I can tell you why I'm going back to California the second time right after. But yeah, I will be back in that area. I don't think there'll be a fan meet. In fact, I'm pretty sure there won't be because I think I'm going to be there like roughly like 36 hours total. Okay, that is a lot of oil that I'm going to have to ship out somehow. Frack. Okay, well, we need some cash first of all, so we'll wait for that to happen. Still waiting for the economy to get bad so I can just buy more stock, but honestly... Ooh. I'll buy some of yours. It's not valued quite as much. It might crash later, but maybe we can just buy you out. Okay. I have 1.4 million. I'm going to try to run a route that goes, like, directly to the oil field area, which was over here somewhere? Yes. Oh, man, I need more cash. Can I get nice, cheap bonds? 5% bonds. Nice. Give me those. Give me those. Yes. I can make big money. Alright. Where's the oil? That's a sink, so they're over here? Here and there? Okay, I see one. They're hard to see. There's one there. And those are not actually... There it is. And there's the other one. Oof. Now, we'll connect to some of these other cities, too. But for now, it's alright. Okay, so we'll use the big freight thing. And we're going to do some long-distance hauling of oil that way. So, this one is going to be just oil. And this one's going to come back with nothing. There we go. It is grabbing a bunch, which is good. And then we'll do another one, the same route with that train. It's going to start with oil, and it's going to come back with nothing for maximum speed. I suppose it could do a caboose on the way back. That might not be a bad idea, actually. Less likely to have a breakdown. I'll leave the other one the way it is, though. Still, bringing all that oil out is going to be a challenge. Now, they've got... oh, that's an oil sink. They got a bunch of oil sitting here. I mean, because there's a sink in a couple of these places. But I can still ship oil out of those places. So I will look into doing that. In Kazan... Connect you up down there. Kazan. Tell you what. Instead of continuing stop in Warsaw, where it might get a little overvalued, we will send to Berlin. So first I'm going to actually have a generic train. It's a long route. Let's put a caboose on there. And buy you. Then I'm going to build another one to Berlin. Your job is just to lug oil. And on the way back, you can bring whatever back the other way, plus a caboose. Okay, you're going to bring some of that. Good. And then in Archangel? I don't know how to Russian. I want to use as little track as possible. It's going to be a long trip, so most of it is going to happen on my track. Oh, we're out of money. I'm just trying to bypass these other guys' stuff. And you can go to Poznan. And we'll have one generic one, which is actually going to bring a fair amount of oil too. Oh, we're so close to our bonus. Son of a bitch. I'm worried we're not going to do this oil thing. I shouldn't have taken that deal. It didn't tell me there was going to be a time limit. I think we're just going to end up failing regardless, but... yeah, on the way back, nothing but a caboose. And we're going to clone you. I think we're going to fail this mission. Waiting for track to clear. Oh, we're paused. We have to wait for our competitors' trains to move. We don't have priority in these stations, I think. There he goes. That's still a lot. Alright, we'll copy you again. As long as you can grab some oil, we will clone you. Now we have to do the same thing with these other trains. Oh, now you don't have enough oil sitting there anymore. Someone's just lingering around over here and not moving. We'd actually need to get a train station that catches that. Or runs into Vitka. Plus, it's another city, so we may as well do the connection. There you go. Shipping more oil. I don't think we'll complete it. So we're going to have to deal with whatever punishment the Russians decide to mete out to us, which is not good. And we're still in, like, booming times, which is really annoying. Because all of our share prices are well above our book price, which, if we get into a recession, that will change. I'll buy tons of stock, and then I'll just crank the dividends. And soak in the money. Damn you, economy. Why do you have to be so good? Warsaw to Kiev. What are you carrying around? Paper. Interesting. And then it looks like we can get to Budapest through these mountains here. There's another company. We'll use their track a little bit. Ooh, more mountainy here than I thought. If I go around this way. Ooh, still a bit of a hill. It's kind of double plus on good, but what can we do? Nice sharp corner. Did I connect? No. How come I didn't connect? There we are. We're going to go from Budapest to Prešov to Krakow and then back. Anyway, we'll double you up. There we are. And yeah, we're going to need some more stuff. I'm willing to bet if we ran another route between Warsaw and Berlin, for example, there would still be a lot of traffic there. That is not the right city. Warsaw, Berlin. Big cities, also hubs. Let's get some more going between Paris and Berlin. Especially these big hub cities should always have a lot of demand. We might want to start doubling up on our track soon. There's still a lot there. Let's get another one. Same thing. And then I'm thinking more from Lyon to Paris. Yeah. Look at that demand. What about Nîmes to Paris? Get a bunch of like direct routes, which people love all those. Good. Well, we'll easily be able to get our passenger count this time. No problem there. We do have to get down to Madrid soon. Some of these areas will be hilly as hell. Missing maintenance trains are breaking down. Are we? Oil refinery in Budapest. Nice. Actually, that's very good. Are we missing a maintenance thing on the other side? Perhaps we are. We just had the one. No one else is complaining about anything other than that one there. What I'm going to do... Where's some oil sitting around these days? Quite a lot in Kazan. Well, we're going to have a train going from Kazan to Budapest. Because they've got an oil refinery there. Not like that. And... Sorry, one sec. This is oil. And the way back, 0 with the caboose. Copy. Copy. I think those will all see a lot of use. It'll take a second because the train track will be full, but... How about invading my lovely country, Sweden, with your tracks? Well, we will work on that for certain. Stockholm is very small. Helsinki is huge. There we go. 164 loads of passengers. We got money for the company. 27 loads of oil. 250 have been hauled. Jeez. Munitions factory. We're getting pay raises. Well, that's good. So, we've gone 7 years. We've connected 24 cities. We need 30 for bronze. So that's fine. It's the personal wealth thing that's going to be a lot harder. I don't know. I'm hoping that with enough dividends and owning most of the stock later on, we can get something awesome done. But I'm not sure. We might be able to buy out some of these companies when the economy crashes. I might be able to just buy a bunch of their stock and then own them. And that might count as connecting some more cities for me. Alright, we're going to go ahead and take a short break here. We've been going for about an hour. So we're going to take a short break. When we come back, we're going to work to continue to connect Europe up and find ways to increase my personal money. I'm really worried about the income. The oil had to go to Northern Europe? I don't know. Could be. In which case we're definitely screwed, but 250 loads is going to be like really hard regardless. Well, we're going to take a look at that. We will connect up to Helsinki soon, which should be a good money maker. It's not much of an oil sink over here. That's the problem. It really sucks. Budapest, you got an oil refinery? How come you don't have a sink here? Converts oil into diesel. There should be like a giant oil sink icon above this, shouldn't there? Maybe not. You know what I should do? I'm going to buy this oil refinery. Because it's going to make huge money soon, because we're going to feed it tons of oil. That's going to be great. I don't know if there's going to be a demand for diesel anywhere. Yeah, it's going to be really good. Okay, we'll be back after a few minutes, folks. See you in a bit.